the new movie. So if you haven't seen the movie yet and you really, want to know what it's about, get the game before you see the movie.
Yeah, Lego games are...
It's worth the
They're really
hilarity.
good. They're successful.
So, fair enough, 4 out of 5.
Yep, 4 out of 5.
MX versus ATV is a new one. The undertitle is Alive.
I just saw the commercial.
I guess it's because it's like more active.
It looks pretty
more
cool.
energetic.
It looks pretty cool.
We played it. What did we play the demo for? MX versus ATV. It was just that one, right?
Yeah.
It was on the PlayStation Network. We played it a while ago, and it's pretty good.
Those
games
are
a standard racing
good.
game.
Those games are pretty good. I like those.
So this one is obviously going to be a good one. So
yeah.
we can't really rate it because it's not out yet. At least I don't think it is. But what else comes out? A couple more games that come out this month will be Fable 3, L.A. Noire, The Witcher 2, Assassin of Kings.
Haven't heard of any of these games.
Dead or Alive Dimensions for the 3DS, and Dirt 3. Now, the only ones that I can actually talk about is L.A. Noire. That's it. We actually did it on the side with one of our new guys, Sweet Tooth, who really knows, because he really looked like this was an inventive game. You're a detective, you solve crimes, you move up the ranks.
Sounds different.
Now, it sounds boring the way I just described it, but it's actually really good because you can actually be a cop without actually getting shot or getting shot at.
Sounds pretty cool.
You actually start off as I think you start off as a desk worker. No, you start off as a patrolman. You eventually learn that there's more corruption going on in the city, so you run in on a crime and you perform excessively, and you rank up. From that, you become a cop. You have a car, you have everything. And you move up from there, and you eventually become detective, which is where everything becomes more, what's the word I'm looking for, more intense.
Like a pretty cool game.
It does.
I'll go and rent that.
That would be a rental for me, at least, to try it out.
Sounds pretty cool.
I don't know. Oh, the reserves. If you reserve the game at one of the stores, you get bonus stuff. Now, GameStop, their reserve is a new mission and a weapon, I think. What they can do is they actually have a competition going on that if you do something, I don't know, it involves the bonus DLC that you get with this reserve. And it's a competition to win like $30,000, I think, or $10,000. Like the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood competition that unfortunately we didn't get to participate in. It was $30,000 for a victory for Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And right as the competition starts, a week later, PlayStation Network gets shut down. At least as far as I know. But alright, what else is... nothing much else we can talk about from this month except for like Dirt 3. It's basically a motocross game.
Those games are pretty good.
They're really good.
I haven't played any, but I've heard they're really good.
Next month, June, first game I saw when I checked the listings, Michael Phelps, Push the Limit. I am not joking you.
Michael
That's
Phelps.
a legit name for a game. Go on VGReleases.com and go to June for the month.
Whoa, hold up. Michael Phelps.
A
So you're telling me
swimmer.
they're going to make a swimming game?
I don't know. They made a Michael Jackson game. Not joking on Michael Jackson, I'm just saying.
On to the next one.
Can't even talk about it. I literally... Alright, Infamous 2. Woo! Woo! Alright, I got the Hero Edition. I can't wait to get that. Looks awesome. With the Hero Edition, I think it believes you get a Cole statue.
You get a backpack.
I really wanted that.
The actual backpack.
You get his actual backpack where he keeps his cell phone, his messenger.
Those backpacks.
It's called
pretty
his
cool.
messenger pack.
Yeah,
That's
those
what it's
are pretty
really
cool.
You get the soundtrack. You get a comic book. I think. You obviously get the game, and you get a poster. Now, for $100, I think that's pretty good. You get a backpack.
Yeah.
You would think if you saw that backpack by itself, I'm gonna guess what, $60?
That's pretty cool. I would like.
It's like a
I would
sash.
like to get. Yeah.
It goes across the side.
I have one of those.
Really cool.
I have one of those.
So, from what we've seen, and I played the first one, I loved it, and I showed you.
The graphics for this game,
Not perfect,
they're not perfect.
but they're good.
Cole looks. I guess
He's supposed to be older.
He looks different.
He's supposed to be older. That's the point. Like, they're trying to say that they've been traveling. He wants to expand his powers, so he wants to better himself, being more of a hero or villain depending on your choice of missions. So what he wants to do is expand his powers. So he goes to a new island, which is where he gets exactly that. The new thing that you find, it was called the Ray Sphere in the last game.
Yep.
Now I don't know it's called a power core. I think. I'm not entirely sure.
Might be.
But if you find this thing, and they showed a video of it on a release that I think I linked in one of my on the side videos. I talked about Infamous 2. I linked this video, and you can, with this power core, you expand your powers like you would at a circuit board or a power center underneath the city, where you would get more powers. Does exactly that. It expands your powers, and there's an extra thing that you can find in the story. If you're a hero, you meet new people, and as a villain, you meet more people. As a hero, you meet a girl that has ice-related powers, whereas she can project ice from her hands, from her feet. She can do, like, Frozone from The Incredibles. She can glide on the ice that she creates on her feet, under her feet. And she's Asian.
Wow.
I'm going to throw that out there. The area that they go to, which I want to explain, is Numeride. It's based off of New Orleans, which gives the idea of multicultural. And... tangent. I want to talk about the two people you meet. The ice chick, Asian, and the fire chick, who is black. Dreads and everything.
I actually had a picture right in my head.
She's got the New Orleans accent, the dreads, and she can project fire from her hands.
It's pretty cool.
When you advance in the game to a certain point in the story, you find this new type of power core that both of you connect with to try and find it, and you transfer powers. Now, not do you... like transfer as in you take their person's power. Now, you're coal, you have electricity, and you have ice or fire, depending on your thing. Fire is evil, ice is heroic. Basically the colors. That's really cool when you can actually... I think they have a combo of powers where if you make something ice, you can electrocute it, and fire obviously just explodes everything.
Yeah.
So, they're really widening it. The city's supposed to be bigger. It's not like 3 islands. There are different sections of areas, like with Assassin's Creed. It's not that big, but it's bigger than the last one. So, from what we've seen, I want to give it a 5 out of 5.
I'll give it 4.5 out of 5.
Why? Visuals?
Yeah, visuals.
I have to change mine to 4.5. I have to agree with you. Another game coming out, Red Faction Armageddon. We know nothing of Red Faction. At all. This new one looks... I think I found somewhere that someone told me that they're all based with different people. Every new faction has had a new main character. So this one is basically Armageddon on Mars, where someone rises up to be a new leader, and then a new alien army ensues. So not only are you fighting a government on Mars, you're fighting an alien race along with that. So I'm guessing once you defeat the actual person that leads the government, you probably have to fight like a main alien enemy. Or something dumb like that. And Mars is obviously a planet, so you can free roam. Another game, Alice, Madness Returns. Obviously Alice in Wonderland. Second game, maybe that hints toward a second movie.
Maybe.
Possibly, we haven't heard anything yet. Another game, Transformers Dark of the Moon. Thumbs up. Excuse me. Now, these are obviously based straight off the movies. They haven't been visually amazing. They have been pretty good, though. Now, the first Transformers game, based off the first movie, they had a free roam amount of time.
I like that.
The second game was limited area, which was kind of bad. And the third game, we don't know yet. The game comes out June 14th, so... Another game, Duke Nukem. It's not coming out when they say it is. They've been pushing it back for the last...
How many years have we been waiting for this game
Almost
to come out?
12 to 14 years.
And they're pushing
it back. It's been in development, and they keep pushing it back to better it. It looks good, but they keep pushing it back, so it makes me think that it's not going to be as good as they want it to.
Nope.
You know what I mean, right? Like, they build it up and build it up and build it up, and they released it last year that they announced it at E3.
Yeah.
It was a teaser trailer. They showed Duke.
Where is the game at?
I actually wanted to get it when it first announced that it was coming out.
We are waiting.
I was waiting the day it came out, and it was like, oh, pushing it back. Great! Thanks! You're not getting a game when you wait, especially the fanboys that, you know, we're young, granted, we're 17. We don't really know much about old games.
I played those
We know a lot about old games. We don't know everything. Duke Nukem was a really old game. Now, it was in development for 14 years, but it doesn't mean that the last game was 14 years ago.
Yeah.
It could have been older than that. So, we we don't even know when it's going to come out. They say the 14th of June. They're going to push it back to July. So it's pretty out of hand now. Now, another game coming out, Captain America Super Soldier. Also based off the movie.
I think this is probably going to be... I think it's going to be a pretty good game. I think it's going to be better, though.
I'm hesitant to...
It's the first Avenger. I think they're going to put all their time into it, try to make it a really good game.
I hope so. He's an American hero.
Yeah.
He's literally an American hero. 2 more games that come out this year, or in this June month. Fear 3, which we talked about a couple times, or a couple episodes ago.
You don't really have to talk much on that.
It got pushed back, so if you want to see us talk about it, just watch the other video. We're not going to talk about much more about it, but it got pushed back as well as Duke Nukem. Last game we can talk about is Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3. I'm surprised it's the 3rd game coming out for this.
I know somebody plays that on my friends list.
What do we have?
Best of All Noobs.
Yeah, if you're watching...
Shout out to Best of All Noobs.
I guess you would call it a shout out. He's a bit of a...
If you're on PSN, friend request him. Cocky, but it's pretty cool. Yeah.